Hey everybody, this is Chad the Gaming Dad here on Dad's Games, and it's time once again for another Friday Father Knows Best. And today's topic, basically I was talking to one of my friends and we've come to the agreement that right now is a pretty good time to be a gamer. Yeah, that's right, it's time for us all to just step back and let it soak in. Just soak it in. You know, I've been around for a long time and I've played games since the very beginning when there were just Pong consoles and Atari and Intellivision and that all the way up through till today. And here's the most awesome thing. I just got back from too many games from last weekend. Tons and tons of games from everything. Old retro stuff. There wasn't a ton of new stuff, but man, there was something from just about everything, okay? And it just opened my eyes once again to how awesome this hobby and, you know, pastime or whatever you want to call it is that we enjoy and that we love. Video games, it's never been a better time to be a gamer. Not because games are necessarily better today than the old ones, but because now we have access to everything. You can go to one of these conventions, you can pick up old systems. You can get Ataris, you can get Intellivisions, you can get Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Dreamcast. The list goes on and on and on and on. There's so many of them. There's games all over the place to be had. I actually picked up something at Too Many Games, which is super awesome. I mean, I just love this thing to death, and I've been wanting one for a while, and I finally just took the plunge and went ahead and got it. I got one of these, EverDrives. For those of you who don't know, EverDrives are basically, they are like a Nintendo cartridge, okay? I got the blue one because I like things that are blue, and the guys told me that they just came out with this color. They don't even have it on their website yet, so I'm one of the only ones with the blue. Very rare. Whatever. So what you do is you take your SD card, you put it in there, you get all your ROMs and everything, and you stick it right in there in the EverDrive. Pop this in your NES, and every ROM that you put on here is available right there. I mean, how cool is that? Instead of having, so let's say you have a complete NES collection. There's not a lot of people that have that, but if you do, you're going to have hundreds and hundreds of games. And if you want to play any of them, you have to go find the game, take it out, clean it, blow in it, do whatever you have to do to make it work. This way, you can load up every ROM that you need on here, pop it in there, and they are all available right there. And that's the coolest thing ever. Now, disclaimer, you know, you're supposed to just only download ROMs for games that you own, but you can do what you want to do. This does not come with any ROMs. You do have to get them yourself, but it comes with everything else that you need to run those ROMs. You just have to load them on the SD card. Now's a great time to be a gamer because you have things like this that were just, this was science fiction. This thing can hold every game that ever came out for the NES, plus all the mods basically that people have made for the NES, all on one SD card. Right there. Everything all in one. It's super cool. But even more than that, a funny story, I bought some games on the Steam sale, and there's some old first-person shooters, which are still very, very fun to play today. Some old stuff like Quake, Quake 2, some of the old Doom games, things like that. I'm playing these on my computer, and I'm playing them, and they're really fun. And graphically, they're nowhere near what we have today. The gameplay is still really good, but the graphics are nowhere near what we have today. But your eyes, it's like you get used to them. Kind of like walking, you know, walk from a light room into a dark room, how you can't see for a second, but then you get used to it. So you start playing these games and your eyes get used to the fact that the textures aren't great and this and that. But the cool thing about my story is right after I got done playing that, I decided to jump over to my PS4 and play some of the new Doom. I pop in the new Doom and guess what happens? It's like, whoa! It hits you once again because it's like, holy crap, look at how amazing this is. I think sometimes we take for granted how great things have become. You know, people have a tendency to nitpick all these new games and expect every game that comes out to be their most favorite game ever, the best game that ever came out. They can't all be the best game ever, right? But you do have to appreciate them for what they are. They're supposed to be fun and they're supposed to be entertainment. And right now, if you're a gamer, you've never had more choice. You've never had more options. and you've never had more quality games, whether you want to go back to the old NES type games, go back to the Atari games. I still play Atari games. My review I did this week was on an Atari game, which is very fun to play. You could sit and play that for a long time. It's actually more fun than some of the new ones that come out. But then when the fun new ones come out, you can play those too. So it's like you're getting like the absolute cream of the crop, baby. Oh yeah, cream of the crop. You get that for everything. You can pick out all the best stuff. So, wow. After going to too many games, not only did I see all this stuff, but then I met a bunch of other gamers. I met other YouTubers there that were super cool, super friendly. Everybody was so nice. And I really didn't know what to expect. I'd never been there before. But coming home from Philadelphia, coming home from too many games, man, am I proud and very happy to be a gamer right now, because the people that you run into are awesome. And we have so many good things to play, so many good games, whether you want to go retro, whether you want to go with new stuff. It's all out there right now. And just soak it up, guys. Just soak it up, because it's never been better. So that's what I have for you this week on Father Knows Best. If you have any ideas or anything, maybe you want me to do a little bit more of an extensive review on this EverDrive, I can do that for you. Leave me a comment down in the comments. Give me a like if you like this, and all that other stuff. So anyway, till next time, remember, you never outgrow video games. My name's Chad the Gaming Dad, and this is Dad's Games. Just like always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. So long, everybody.